I know a few other artists who have transitioned into parenthood, and they don't really push the agenda of artistry as much in the household. But then if their child decides to say, I want to try being an artist, then it's like, okay, it's gonna be a long, hard road. So what was your experience with that?
So I always knew that my daughter was gonna be interested in entertainment or arts
Hmm.
because from a young age she was extremely outspoken. She was very personable. She was sociable. I mean, you know her little,
Hmm.
so you you know the fire starter that she was, and still is. So I knew it was inevitable, but then I realized that she was really good at academics. So I said, well, okay, maybe her forte would be in this. Maybe she'll be a doctor. Maybe she'll be a lawyer. And then
Hmm.
I realized she liked reading books. And she started to say, Mommy, I want to be a lawyer. I want to be like Judge. Actually, she said she wanted to be Judge Judy. So I said,
Wow.
well, if you want to be Judge Judy, you have to be a lawyer. She said, well, okay, so could I be a lawyer and then a judge? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then she
Wait, hold on. I
continued her
thought,
passion
but
for,
isn't Judge Judy not really a judge?
I don't know. I think she
So
is.
then she doesn't technically have to. If she just wants to be Judge Judy,
I
she
think
should just
she's,
get a reality show where she gets to.
no, I think she's really a judge.
Really?
I
Okay.
do.
Hmm.
I think most of those shows, they're
Hmm.
really judges. They're really
Okay.
judges. But she's saying to me that this is what she wants to do. So I had a sigh of relief moment. So I'm
Hmm.
like, okay, she wants to do academics and she wants to be a regular person. This is wonderful. I don't need to worry.
Hmm.
And then out of the blue, her godmother is like, oh, we have an opening for a child to be on television. And, I immediately thought about Zaya because she's so outspoken. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think and I had to think long and hard about it. And then when I asked her, she's like, yes, mommy, I want to do it. I want to do it. And then
Wow.
I was a little worried that she'd probably freeze up in front of the camera, but she didn't, and she went on there and I was so proud of her. It's hard not to be proud of your kid when you're in the arts and you realize that, it's a chip off the old block. It's like,
Hmm.
hey, she's good. But then I started to get worried. I'm like, I hope she doesn't like this and want to do this full time. Then she has all kinds of different dreams. She's like, "Oh, mommy, you think we could get me on Disney Channel? You think we could get me on Nickelodeon? Because I think I can do this." And oh, you know who I like? And I'm like, "Oh my God, it's beginning, it's beginning." Then I realized that she's starting to become passionate about her piano, and she's playing every chance she gets. She's going downstairs for a glass of water, and then she's sitting on her piano and she's picking the chords and she's trying to learn some of those new songs that she's hearing on the radio. And then I'm hearing her trying to sing it back, and she's trying to be Alicia Keys. I'm like,
Oh
okay, this
wow.
is getting more serious. And then she's online, and people, because I developed a social media page for her just in case, as an influencer or whatever, and just in case. And then I realized people starting to like her content and engaging her to do brand promoting and stuff. And
Hmm.
I'm not stopping her because I wanted to be the very best self that she can be. So if this is what she wants, no problem. But it's scary because I know what a hard road it is. So then we get the call from Hollywood and they wanted to do this part. And I'm like, okay, this is really actually happening. And I'm going with her and she's reading the lines around the table, and I'm hearing her become the character without actually animating the character with her body, but just her
Hmm.
vocals. And I'm like, wow, this is impressive. I mean, I can do this, but seeing her do it, and then the producers of the show saying, wow, she's a natural. I'm like, yeah,
Wow.
she really seems to be. She really seems to be. And maybe I shouldn't fight this. I'm gonna let her have her moment. I'm gonna let her do what she needs to do. And she just makes me really proud. Whether she's doing an ad, reading a teleprompter, I'm just proud of her all the time. And I really do think that she's probably gonna end up being the Judge Judy that she wants to be on
Right.
TV, being a judge, doing it all at the same time. Maybe, who knows? Who knows?
What is your fear for her pursuing the arts?
She's a woman,
Mm.
right? And it's not fair. The playing field isn't fair out there.
Yeah.
And that's number one. Number two, you know, there's the predatory aspect if she decides to pursue it too young.
Yeah.
Um, my other fear is that I'm gonna have to probably give my career up, because when you become a mom, your child is most important. And if her career seems to be going in a direction where, you know, hey, listen, I've had my career, I've been doing this for 20 plus years, you know, I
Mhm.
think I'm gonna probably have to stop and make sure I guide her properly through it, because I wouldn't trust anybody else to
Yeah.
do it but me, you know. So because I know what it entails, I know the ropes. Entertainment is entertainment. It's all the same thing. It's all the same contracts. It's all the same BS. It's the same everything, you know. And she's my baby, so I have to be there. I have to
Yeah.
be there.
So then what was the experience like for you kind of being at these meetings, but in the capacity of the manager and not the artist?
It was kind of weird, to be honest, you know.
Mm.
Because for example, I was at I was on set for an entire week, and I was just Zaya's mom. You know, I was just the person that, oh, we need her in 10 minutes. Or is she dressed yet? Send her to makeup or this. And I was just the mom,
Hmm.
my job, right? I was not the celebrity at all.
Yeah.
And I just faded into the background. I wore black every day. You know, I supported her if she was hungry, if she wanted anything. You know, we were there for her. Both of us, both her mom and her dad and I, we were there.
Hmm.
And then coming down to the last episode or so, they asked me if I would do a cameo, right? So I came out of the shadows, I got my hair done, and I became the queen of bacchanal,
Hmm.
right? And then when I walked on set, it was a whole different thing, because I don't know if I was invisible for the last couple of days, but when I came on the set as myself in all my glory, the hair,
Hmm.
the makeup, the outfit, everyone was like, hi, oh my God, I'm such a big fan. I'm like, but I was here all week. You know?